we needed a good action movie right about now, and of course, now when we get you, we get Chuck Norris. So this is a good day.
I appreciate it, man. It was fun to make. It was a good film. It's one of the things that interests me in a script right away is it going to look good on the screen? And boy, this does.
Yeah, and of course, when you get a script like this and you see kind of the scope of things, you've done some big cool action movies before, and you just thought, I got to do this, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's like a I have to call myself at least a veteran
Yeah.
after so many decades in the industry, and this is like the next chapter in that
Mhm.
kind of storyline that I've been associated with ever since V and the Beastmaster.
Mhm.
This is the next step in that line.
Yeah. Well, and it's always fun to get all dressed up and be gruff and play play hard for the camera. This is what you probably grew up wanting to do, and you're still doing it, right?
That's why they call Hollywood the dream machine. What you thought you might want to do when you or might possibly be able to grow into when you were an adult, if I ever get to be one. That's what happens to you when you hit Hollywood. The thing that was, I mean, again, just being out in the wilderness where we filmed a lot of this out in the mountains of north of Los Angeles, out in the desert mountains, and on some of the legendary movie ranches of this industry. Boy, that was that's the dream machine come true.
Yeah. And did you have any good stories or memories from the set, or maybe even some good Chuck Norris jokes?
You know, there are there, every time you make a film, it's always different, and it's always the same. And the awe that I felt when I first saw the set we were going to be using outdoors, this dilapidated town that was so ominous. There are so many places for bad guys to hide, so many rooftops to climb across, and so many staircases to fall down, and it gets in your blood, and it translates to the screen really in a cool way. The as far as a memorable experience, I tell you, it's not often that you're at work in any kind of work that we normally do, and that a herd of deer might come wandering through the set. But we were we were out there on our own, and we also faced what they call out here an atmospheric river. Uh,
Hmm.
the sky unloaded on us and damn near washed us all out to sea. But we persisted. It just goes on. It just goes on film, and it just makes the film that much richer.
Hmm. Well, people have been looking up to you for years and going, see, that's what I want to do. But you make it look a whole lot easier than it is. What kind of advice do you give to somebody that wants to follow in your footsteps?
Two things: make sure you have the stamina, and well, actually, make sure you have the stamina and the will to persist. And the second thing is, and I know this is a cliche, but man, get an education. Learn, read Shakespeare, uh, understand the value of words and the legacy that you leave behind. Take that seriously at a young age. Don't wait to discover, as so many of us have to do, that our actions and our words and our beings, our ethics, that they have consequences, and that they're purposeful, and that there's a value in them, and that there's a responsibility for purveying them. So I mean, it's a big mouthful, and it's the thing about film is um, it makes you reach inside yourself to find those things and to reevaluate who you are, who you were, and who you want to be, and how you're developing in that road. Sorry to get off on that kind of
No, great.
deeper, deeper journey there out in the weeds, but I mean, it's a big question that you ask in a few words.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you'll appreciate this one. So my co-host is Drew Pearson, one of our great Dallas Cowboys. Caught the Hail Mary, went in the Hall of Fame. We're so proud of him. I was talking to him yesterday. He wanted me to make sure that I asked you your Hail Mary moment, which is that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you.
I guess that Hail Mary moment was on stage in Shakespeare. Uh,
Mm.
The Taming of the Shrew, which is it's on the web someplace. It's visible. But that's when I understood what my life's work and how the shape of it was intended to be, and got after it. But really, your initial question, the one preceding this, is the Hail Mary moment in everybody's life where they say, "This is the thing I'm going to do," and they commit to it.
Absolutely. Well, part of that is that success mindset. And we talk about that on the show. Is there something that you tell yourself that kind of keeps you on the right path, even when things are tough?
Yeah, it ain't a profession for sissies. Man up. And I, I think that's, I think that's a fact that's applicable all through life. It ain't for
Mm.
sissies, man up.
Yeah, I love that. Well, and then now, years and years later, of course, people are when they see you, they go, "The Beastmaster," or the Bee. They
Yeah,
still want to talk to you about these things all the time, right?
yeah, yeah. It's one day. Who knew? I'd put it this way: who knew I'd be the Lone Ranger one day? I didn't know. There's you're walking along the street, you're a regular actor, and the next thing you know, you're running around in the presence of tigers. And so uh, yeah, who knew that was coming?
But that's so cool, just to have all that fandom, and then of course, it carries over now. People want to see this because they love all that and have those great memories. So what a blessing to be able to do this, right?
Yeah, it is. It's I get a chance to pursue the life's work that I always dreamed of doing, and I remember adults telling me when I was a very less than mediocre student, you can't play all your life, and I said, well, I don't know. I seem to be.
Yeah. That's wonderful. And then of course, with something like this, I think we may see even more to the story. So do you see this continuing, or have you heard anything about that?
I get inklings of that.
Yeah.
I can't speak definitively because in Hollywood nothing's real till it's real. But but yeah, there's a possibility. I know that Derek Ting, who's a writer, producer, director, and the leading actor in this
Mhm.
film, Agent Recon, is that he is pursuing a whole career full of that same kind of activity, and it's not impossible that I might be included in that. We got along famously,
Yeah.
and so that was a real pleasure. I look forward to it again.
Wow, that's amazing. And then, of course, after this, I can't wait to see what you got coming up next for us. Where are we going to see from you?
Well, I don't know. I tell you the truth. My machine. There you are again. My machine cut out for a moment, and so
Oh,
I'm nodding my head like I bet he's saying something. I wonder what.
oh no. Yeah,
What?
I was curious to know what you have coming up next for us.
Oh, there's well, currently I'm sort of in seclusion. I'm working on an essay. God, I'm working on an essay on Shakespeare, and it's driving me like a nail into the ground because it's not easy. I'm a moron, and I'm trying to write about Shakespeare. So we've got both ends of the universe trying to meet right there. And but there's stuff in the offing. But as I said, nothing's real till it's real. So I'll believe it when I see it.
That's so cool. And then I see the guitar behind you. Maybe we'll get some music.
Oh, 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 yeah. No, that's that. Yeah, I've got a piano in the other room over there, and
Yeah.
so I'm composing and writing poetry and all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, last thing, of course, our sci-fi sometimes, has often mirrored our society and, things that we kind of take away. So, besides being, some good entertainment, there's something being said here. And what are you hoping that people will discuss after this?
Yeah, well, I think let's not kid ourselves. First of all, they should enjoy themselves. They should have fun. I hope they get a kick out of this movie. It was a kick making it, and it fills up the screen with a lot of action and fun, and that's what movies are supposed to be: beautiful scenery, great cinematography, wonderful actors. Um, uh, Beyond that, I think the movie conveys the idea that uh, relationships are worth working on and working to save and to develop.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we definitely appreciate your time today. Appreciate the fun movie. We needed it right about now, and look forward to talking to you again very soon.
Hey, Paul, it's been fun. Thanks, man.